So today I'm testing out my equipment, and you can see this waveform is a pickup ignition. It's a pickup. This thing I learned it from Facebook, that the relay can pick up ignition signal. So you can see, as I'm going to cylinder 1, when I put it on it, you can see it's generating some amount of voltage, right, with the cover on. And you can see also cylinder 2 is generating that same amount, which tells me my ignition coil is working. This one also tells me my ignition coil is working whilst I'm moving from one cylinder to the other. And this one also tells me my ignition coil is also working. So you can see my setup for it. And what I'll do now is, now I'll take off the cover. I'll take off the cover and see if my voltage will increase as I was showing on the image. So I'll take it off. So now the cover is taken off and it's left with only the winding. So you can see it's left with only this one. And with this one, after that I'll do another test for us to see. With this one also, you can see now I'm about to test it with the winding itself, touching the core, and you can see I'm making enough voltage and it's quite clear. And you can see my voltage has increased. When the cover is on, the maximum voltage was around 13 or 12, and when I bring it to this side, you can see it also increased. When I take it to the next cylinder, you can see it also increased. When I take it to the third cylinder, you can see it also increased. And this Hyundai Coil. So now from here, I'll go and check on my Coil, my Camry also. I'll check on the Camry and see what I'll be getting from there. So now we are checking this Camry also, and you can see I've changed the settings a bit, but you can see it looks like there is not enough waveform, and you can see this one where the bending is actually happening. So you can see on this cylinder 2, that's the issue. On cylinder 2 it is okay, and on cylinder 3 also it is okay. And on cylinder 4, also it is okay. When it gets contact, it is okay. So now what I'll do is, when it gets contact, it is okay. So now what I'll do is I'll take off the cover, and I have to change the settings on the wave also. So take off the cover. So now that I've taken off the cover and I've changed and the settings is also the same. So now you can see it's above the scope. So you can see it's overboard. So what I'll do now is I'll change my voltage to 5 volts per division. So 5 volts now. Let me test for cylinder 1. And you can see still I'm getting issue with my cylinder 1. So I'll check it is from the core, and you can see cylinder 2, but this one I've changed the voltage. If I haven't changed it, it will be very long. And this one also, so using the bare thing, and you can see cylinder 4 also. And this one I'm using the bare, I'm using just only without the case. So without the case, you don't need to increase the voltage because it has direct contact with it, and it's a metal, so you have to fix it. So I have to put the case on and adjust the voltmeter. So now what I can do now is, if I like, I can swap the coils and see if the fault is from the ignition coil or from the cylinder which is not firing properly. So now you can see I've swapped the core. So this was cylinder 2 and this one is cylinder 1. So I've swapped the core. So I'll continue my test to verify that is from the coil or it was from the injector. So placing this one on it, and you can see I'm getting a perfect, but which is not all that good, because maybe that cylinder wasn't firing properly. So I'm not getting a perfect thing. So let me go to this one. So you can see I'm having an issue with my ignition coil. So because I'm having an issue with my ignition coil, so you can see even though I changed the cylinder, I changed the coil, I'm still not getting the firing. So let me move to this. So you can see I'm putting it on this coil that I've changed, and it's on the coil, and I'm not getting any signal, which means this car has been running with misfiring. It is mild. The coil is not running properly, and you can see on this cylinder also I'm running perfectly on cylinder 3, and you can see I'm running okay on cylinder 4. So that means I have to change my ignition coil. This misfiring is due to faulty ignition coil, which is not working properly. So you can see the ignition coil is not working properly, and you can see the other one. So even if it's not working properly and I want to get the, let me set trigger and go down a bit and see if I can get the waveform to be stable, and I have to be careful I don't disturb my wire. So you can see the kind of waveform is generating is very low. And check this one. This one, cylinder 1 is way high, and you can see the pattern looks a bit different. And you can see this one also, the pattern looks a bit different. So that means my ignition coil is the problem. That's why my car has been misfiring since. So I thought I've been driving it for, let's say, months without knowing that the fault is from my ignition coil. So discovering this thing has helped me identify a misfiring on my car. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel for more videos. So you can see with the case now, the waveform is smaller. And one funny thing too, so you can see this one, if you turn it around, if I turn it around, like I bring the black one here and I take the red one to this side, the waveform will change. So you can see that the waveform has changed. Now the waveform is upside down, that's 10. So now you can see the waveform has changed. But if I want to zoom in and get a good waveform, I just change the channel, change the voltage, which is 2 volts per division, then I'll see the waveform a bit bigger. So you can see my waveform has changed. Now let me turn it back to the way it was. Hey, don't fall. Let me turn it back to the way it was. So I think this will be what I'll be doing to check misfiring. Quickly help me to identify misfiring on cylinders. Now that I know what to expect and what to see, to help me to identify misfiring quickly. So you can see now the waveform is back, and this one also you can see it's not reading perfectly, and this one also you can see now the waveform is back. Let me get it stable. So I'll choose trigger and pull my trigger up a bit to get it stable, and time days to change the time settings, if I like, should I zoom it in or zoom it out. So I'll still be working on it to see if I can get any other ways or any other thing used in taking the waveform. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel for more videos.